All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and hedges, pushing this truth. It's your brother Rabbi Knapp coming out with a lesson. Lord's will is edifying. All right. Another day prophesying the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. It's just simple. It's just simple. It's another day in Babylon, man. All right. You're going to make it a big deal. It says, so right now the Canadians are going through a presidency, and some of their talking points is who's going to be able to deal. This is what the people of Canada worried about, these different tariffs. You know, what are they going to do? So some of these candidates are saying they need a reliable source to go to, and it damn sure can't be Donald Duck. Who the hell trusts him? Look at Zelensky as a clear example. How you doing, brother? How you doing today? You read the Bible, sir? You don't? You should. You speak in Spanish? Hey, you an Israelite, man. Oh, man, you an Israelite. From the tribe of Simeon, probably. I was trying to say, La Santa La Biblia. He's too late. He's down the street, man. So these Canadians, they're looking for somebody that's going to represent them. They're worried about tariffs. They're worried about the same things you so-called Americans are worried about. But they actually have better relationships with China. They got their own ports. Okay, so they're looking for somebody that's going to be able to get them what they need, these cheap goods that you guys want so much. And then on the back end, they're probably going to sell it to you Americans for twice as much now. Okay, there's not going to be that brotherly love that you so used to with the Canadian family. Okay, it says Mark Carney, Liberal Party, is holding to a slim lead in opinion surveys with less than a week to go before Canada's election, as U.S. tariff threats remain a top issue in the campaign. So imagine you being a president and you trying to tell them what you're going to do, and you're a rock in between two places. You got America here, you got Moab here. Okay, and you got people wanting help. Before that, when Justin Trudeau was their prime minister, what was he doing? He was trying to get rid of the Bible. He had all these different wicked ass laws that he had to come into place, man. Okay, so somebody that's coming in behind him, they don't have that big shoes to go into. You might want to watch your step, brother. You about to walk right into me, man.
Oh,
how you doing today?
Very well.
What's your nationality and where you going today?
I'm just gonna see my grandmother.
Yeah. All right. You know what? You have a wonderful day, man. Just keep going, man. You have a wonderful day. All right.
What's that thing on?
Just keep going, man. Just keep going. All right. This ain't for you, man. Just keep going. Run. Hurry up. Run. Speed it up. You sound like a damn mo. All right. You gonna mess up the whole lesson. It says among decided voters, it says 43% support the Liberals and 39% back Pierre Poilievre's Conservative Party, according to a new Ledger marketing survey conducted for the Canadian press. And when you look at the candidates, there's a tower head in there, man. So this place is done with, man. Canada's done with. This place is done with. How you doing, brother? This place is done with, man. There's no one that's gonna save Babylon. And you know what, Canada? You probably gonna become the 51st state, and that's gonna draw your fate to getting thermonuclear missiles and being utterly destroyed. Okay, so that's gonna be your fate for what y'all did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Most importantly, the Native Americans, man. Let's get to the point of this, man. You a bunch of Edomites, and you're gonna suffer the same fate as your brother Esau, Amalek, and all of them. All right, you hear about what's going on. What's that football player's name? Can't even think of his fucking name. Treating him like shit. But that's what he gets, man. You should be out here. Stop giving your power to the so-called white man and trying to build up his kingdom and be partaker of a sin for a season. Come out here and prophesy the downfall of this damn place, man. This place is gone, man. Okay? You want to sit here and work for this damn devil. You're not in your power. See, these rappers and all that, you know, they're the stars of this world, but the real stars are the men who are doing this work, man. Okay, you don't see it yet, but you gonna see it when your ass go into slavery. All right? And I want to grab this in Ecclesiasticus, the 10th chapter. This is what's wrong with our people, man. They want Amalek to put a finger in their ass so they can get 10 million on a fucking, fuck his money, man. That's not real money. Where's your gold? Where's your silver? Where's your men servants? Where's your maid servants? Well, you ain't even doing as good as Abraham, and he was down in the ancient times, man. I'd rather give me the Abraham deal, where I can get some land. You know, I have a small little military, so I can go to war with my enemies, man. So I can go save Lot. All right, that's what I want. Real power, not no fucking 360 deal with this damn devil, man. Tired of this damn devil. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10. Is it 10? Let me see. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. Exactly. So Deion Sanders' son is poor because he's an Israelite. He might have a lot of money. His father might be rich, but he's not poor. The Israelites, as a majority, were poor, man, because we're suffering the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. But even though he's rich, he is poor because he has no power, man. All right? He's poor because in order for him to succeed, he has to play ball. He has to, sing. He has to dance for the so-called white man in order to just have a house, a nice house with a little bit of land. This is normal shit in the Bible, man. And you got to sell your soul for the damn bare necessities in this place. That's why we prophesy the downfall of this place. Okay? And he's a perfect example of Ecclesiasticus 10 and 20. 30, Salakia. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill. That's what he's honored for. He's not honored for serving the Lord. He's not honored for none of that. No, his skill. Oh, look how he can run the 40-yard dash in however many seconds. In 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Okay? He can catch the ball. He can run on a dime, you know? He can run backwards faster than you can run forward. He's honored for that. That's why he made it to the Cleveland Browns, whose father said he wasn't going to go to that team. But they had to show you that, no, he going to go wherever we say, not you. Okay? Don't forget that you're in captivity. I know I'm the devil. I know I got a short time to rule. If you want to be living good in my kingdom, you're going to have to follow my rules. You should go out on those highways and hedges like you see those so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans waking up who ain't got shit, all right? Go be with them if you want to talk shit about me, all right? He don't want to do that. He want to be underneath East. He want those crumbs off the master's table, all right? But listen to this. Sirach 10 and 31. He that is honored in poverty, see, we're going to be honored in poverty. The only way you're going to really be honored in poverty is doing this work, man. This is a great honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, exalting his name, because when he gets exalted, his servants are going to be exalted. Okay? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Exactly, dishonorable. This is talking about Esau and Jake, man. Okay? It's us. We're honored for our skills. He's honored for his riches. That's why you women want to go with him, but you don't really want to deal with him. That's why he walks with his pants a little sagging, his hat backwards, because he wants to be like Jake. And you really want Jake, but you want the pleasures of this world. And Jake can't provide that because he's dealing with the curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. So you think being with this damn Edomite that it'll lessen some of these curses for you. But in all actuality, it's going to lead to you being destroyed because the Lord's not dealing with you. Okay? So he that is honored in riches, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? How much more when Deion Sanders' son when he's in his blessing, man? How much more is he going to be honored? He's going to have all those skills, all and everything. Okay, he's being honored in poverty for his skills, but when he gets honored for when he comes in his right mind, being connected to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he's going to be honored way beyond he could ever be honored here on this side, under the so-called white man. And that's why we prophesying the downfall of the NFL, the NBA, the WNBA, all your careers, the whole stock market, we're prophesying the downfall of his whole system, all right? And it's playing that it come to an end, okay? Damn fools, man. You got your priorities mixed up, man. You should be practicing here, practicing these righteous acts. instead of going to practice so you can go work and dribble a ball, and you probably got it magnetized anyways. That's why the score be always messed up, and that's why you can't win a bet. All right? That's why Las Vegas is actually about to go out too. Lord had enough of this, man. All of this shit's fake. Why you think the Harlem Globetrotters can't miss a shot? There was some chick, she was like, watch, I'm gonna miss this shot. She threw the ball behind her and it bricked. And then she's like, watch, I'm gonna make this shot, threw it, swat. She wasn't even looking at the rim. And not saying that you can't make that, but the probability of you making that on camera right then and there, come on, man. It's impossible. She's hitting every single shot. Don't you think we're living in a wicked society? Don't you know he likes to steal, rob, and kill? This is Esau we dealing with. We had our own leagues. We had the Negro League. Who wants to play for the MLB? I'd rather play in the Negro League with my own people. It was much better to watch us play ball than watch this damn Edomite play. Okay? We don't care about, let everyone go play for the MLB, man. Let us get our own league. You can't have nothing in this kingdom. Fucking foolishness. You can't even dig a well to drink water. You got to drink his bottled water with microplastics in it. His Gatorade, he got estrogen in it. You putting baby fetus cells in your Coca-Cola, human meat in your Taco Bell, in your McDonald's, in your Burger King, man. And you ain't complaining about nothing. And that's why you're gonna die. Simple as that. I don't know how many times we're gonna tell you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna get put to death in these last days, man, for not serving the Lord, man. How many times we gotta tell you, man? It's pathetic. Here it is. He got kings rising up in Canada. Here they go right here. That's one of them devils. And he don't like Trump either. Okay? He actually more aligned with Moab. And he probably going to be your new prime minister in Canada, which is more closer to an enemy up there. And he got joint teams on your northern border protecting your border. All right? It says Bishop T.D. Jakes announced he will be stepping down and handling leadership of the Potter's House Church, a non-denominational Christian church to his daughter and her husband. So he's handing over the Potter's House to his daughter and her husband. Well, what kind of foolishness is this, man? Burn down that church, man. T.D. Jakes, there's a Potter's House. There's another church around here. I wonder if they actually call it the Potter's House. Brand new church here in Massachusetts. I wonder if it's connected to this devil. On Sunday, which is today, Jakes, 67, and that his name is Jake. He know he's an Israelite, man. There's no way in hell. The irony of the Lord, man. He literally gave you a Jake pastor, and he turned him into a sodomite, man. You still don't get it. Okay? That's Jake. Literally. Announced that his daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, and son-in-law, Torrey Roberts, will take over the church, which he founded in 1996. And I found this other article. It says, holding back tears, Bishop T.D. Jakes thanked his church family and announced he's stepping down as head pastor of the Potter's House. His daughter and son-in-law, Pastors Sarah Jakes Roberts and Torrey Roberts, will take over as soon as July. So he called her a pastor. Okay? So we'll see, man. I don't know. A woman's not supposed to usurp authority over a man, okay? Let's just grab it. In case you women out there, everybody want to teach. Everyone want to come to the altar and spew what they got to say, man. The men are old, man, with nothing to joke with. Okay? You would have hated Alicia, man. You worry about kids and women and all that, man. They would have got put to death just for calling someone a bald head. Imagine you getting 40 people put to death for calling the prophet a bald head, man. That's what he gets. That's what you get. You don't come up against the men of the Lord, man. You got to be out of your mind. But y'all forgot. 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches. Exactly, keep silent. All that pastor crap, man, keep your mouth shut. Is Tory Roberts, her husband, telling her that? No. And he about to get a whole mega church handed down to him by a damn sodomite. Foolishness. For it is not permitted unto them to speak. So what's she gonna say? Only thing she say is thank you, Father, and go sit her ass down and let her husband preach. Damn fools, calling her a pastor. She's the pastor's wife. She's not a pastor. All right? But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. Yeah, you got to be under obedience. All right? Let me grab this in Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, in verse 16. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Exactly, he shall rule over thee. Okay? Now back to 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter. Actually, let's grab this in 1 Timothy 2. Let's grab it all, man. Let's get it all. You women need to be silent in those churches. I don't care if your father was the pastor of the mega church. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. See, she should learn this. Maybe her husband need to sit her down and say, listen, honey, let me bring out 1 Corinthians 14 and 34, okay? And then I'm going to bring out the precepts, because precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. This could save her, okay? This could actually save her. This little book could save this woman's life. She only had wisdom. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Okay, so this is how you learn. You got to be quiet. When you go into a classroom, do you wait you just ask a bunch of questions and disrupt the whole class? Or do you get the information first and ask more, you wait for your turn to be answered, man? That's being in subjection, man. Okay? Not teaching other people in the room. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the men, but to be in silence, okay? So you got to be quiet for you to learn, all right? And being a pastor is not the way of doing that. That's the opposite of being silent. That's being loud. That's being clamorous. You know nothing. There's nothing you can teach. You should shut your mouth. You're the reason why the men are at the state that they're in. That's why he got a 501c3, and ultimately he's doing what Esau says. That's why your father is going to Diddy parties. That's why he has a mega church, because he's a mega sodomite. And he needs to be condemned with all the people that come to his church too. Because he's not bringing them back to the true living fountain of living waters. Okay? Sodomy doesn't bring you life, man. I can't even get the precept, man. 1 Corinthians 14 and 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. Exactly. Learn at home from your husband. He's a pastor. He knows something. Even though he's going to be having you go off too. But learn your ass at home. This is how you could store up riches in heaven. So you can spend it on this time that's coming. Jacob's trouble. You might want to cash out in faith. Because the time that's coming, man, there's going to be a lot of snares that this devil's going to set for you so you could just jump off a cliff. Because that's what the Lord got coming for him. He's about to fall off a cliff. He going to take you out with him. If you're not stable. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. That's how you wash yourself, cleanse yourself. Okay, not water baptism. You need to be occupied in these prophecies, getting a spiritual cleansing of your soul, man, which is your mind. He's washing you. This is like a brain washing, man. That's what government means. It means to govern your mind. The government's giving you a lot of information that's contrary to the Bible. You need to wash that. You need to be refreshed in your mind. You need to cleanse yourself from this world. That's how they've been controlling you in sin and wickedness. You need to be cleansed, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. Okay, the blemishes that you have is the understanding of Yahweh Shai. Okay, everything you don't understand about the Lord is a blemish on your spiritual garments. Okay, we're trying to cleanse your garment, but you can't receive the knowledge, man, because you're too occupied in this world. You want money, you want a car, you want a house, you want a wife, a good-looking wife, not a slut-looking a whore. Well, guess what? A wicked man is a wicked woman is a portion to a wicked man. That's why the Lord's giving you these whores. They all should get burnt with fire, and they're gonna get burnt with fire. Okay, that's the judgment of of a whore for a priest. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen to you. That's what's gonna happen to everybody in here who's the big whore. Is who? It's Babylon the Great, aka America. You living in it. If you didn't know. This is the book of John, chapter 3, and verse number 5.
Yeah.
Yahushua answered, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. Okay? You got to be born of the water, man, and of the Spirit, which is this word. Okay? That which is born of flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Yeah, you need a spiritual cleansing, okay, in order to get this word. How you doing, man? Hey, shalom, King, shalom. You have a blessed day, okay? Okay. John 3 and 7, marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh, and whither it goeth. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. Exactly, man. The Spirit just hops on you. You don't know who got the Spirit, but that's why you got to have an ear. You got to be in the Spirit, man, to get this word. Okay? That's pretty much it on that. That's all I want to grab from there. Let me grab Psalms 119. And, yeah, so we need that cleansing, man. We all started. I used to be a fool just like y'all. I'm still unwise in a lot of areas, but you got to strive to get this perfected, this knowledge, this perfection. Ultimately, it's a predestination thing. There's nothing you could do to be predestinated, man. It's all up to the Lord. So no matter how many videos you do, how much work you don't do, okay, it's all up to the Lord. Psalms 119 and 109, it says, Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee, or let me not wander from thy commandments. Exactly, man. With thy whole heart. That's how you got to seek the Lord, man. Because you don't live long down here on the earth, man. You might get put to death today, and you're young. The statistics work against you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Especially if you lack knowledge, man. You probably disrespecting the Levitical law. You know nothing about why. You taking pictures of me, officer? Are you taking pictures of me, officer? Okay. I see you. I got a lot of FBI agents on me, man. ICE is looking for me, man. It's all right. It's all right. Take your pictures, man. Hey, man. You read the Bible? You read the Bible? You're Christian? Let me ask you a question. My name's Rabbi Nat. What's your name? Zeke?
Yeah.
Am I loud over here? Okay. You ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites?
The what?
Hebrew Israelites.
No.
So what's your nationality?
I'm Brazilian.
So you're an Israelite, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know who the Israelites are according to the Bible?
No.
So the Israelites were given the law, statutes, commandments by Moses on Mount Sinai.
Yeah.
Right?
Ten Commandments.
Yeah. But he didn't give that to the whole world.
No.
Right?
The people that were there. Yeah.
Those are the Israelites.
Yeah.
Okay?
They left Israel.
Yes. They didn't keep those commandments.
Yeah.
So what you're going to learn is when you go to the 2 Kings, the 17th chapter. By the way, let me find out what tribe you're from. Because the Brazilians, my brother, are from Guatemala to Panama. No, that's up north. Yes. What's that? Naphtali. So the Brazilians, they don't know that they're Naphtali.
Yeah.
Okay? So, this is what I wanted. I wanted to grab this precept. But we kind of already answered the question. But the reason why we teach this Bible is because this Bible was given. This everyone in here are Israelites. This book is only for Israel. In Israel, they're the last people that want to come back to the truth. We always wanted to serve other gods, and the reason why we're in the state that we're in, we're not ruling. We should be ruling. You're supposed to be a king and a priest. You should be teaching the word. This is your actual occupation.
Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to be doing, teaching your people the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Now you're a police officer.
Yes, sir.
Now, a police officer, what do you enforce laws, right?
Yeah.
But you're enforcing the laws of the so-called white man. He made those laws up. But your actual,
Laws, the Bible.
Yes. These laws are not being implemented. They're not,
Some people follow, some people don't.
None of us do. None of us do. And that's why wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That's why it's going to get even more and more wicked.
Worse.
That's
the
why
Bible
these.
says it's going to get worse.
Exactly.
It's going to.
But it's prophesied that the place that we're living in right here, this is called Babylon.
It's temporary.
Yeah, but Babylon. Listen, the Israelites, when you learn about the Israelites, we were in slavery in ancient Egypt. That's why Moses was raised up and he had to split the Red Sea. Every other nation knew, hey, this is the children of God. We don't want to mess with him because we just saw somebody split the Red Sea, kill Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And these people didn't even have to fight.
No, nothing. They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything.
They were fleeing the whole time.
The Lord defended them.
Yeah.
But that was so long ago, they don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Now they make movies of it, and they don't even depict the Israelites of what they really look like. So this is all witchcraft. This is all enchantment. This is all to get you not to know who your power is, and you can serve the devil.
Yeah.
Devil just means deceiver. He's deceived you into thinking that he's God.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to grab this, if you don't mind. If maybe you can answer this, because this has been on my mind. This is one precept that I just. You read the book of Job?
A little bit, yeah.
You should read that.
Yeah.
Read that, okay? Because first of all, you need a teacher, but let me read this to you. This is the book of Job 9 and verse number 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the whole earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. When you look up the word Israel in Hebrew, it's Yasharallah. Okay, so our native language is Hebrew, by the way.
Yeah.
Not that's the original language.
Yeah.
Okay. Yasharallah, Allah goes into God or power or judge. So the Israelites are the judges, and we judge you according to the laws in the Bible. Okay, but this is saying the wicked were given the earth, and then the wicked covered the faces of the judges. So now, if he got a cover on, you don't know who's wearing this mask. And he did that through iconoclasm. Have you ever heard of the Renaissance era?
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Did you know Donald Duck is what he's doing right now? He's trying to bring back Christopher Columbus Day.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
No.
Why do you think he's doing that? It's just random. See, the wicked has been given the earth. These are enchantments. He told you it was Indigenous Day.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of our people, they can't go, but they go back to the ancient Mayans. They'll go back to Brazil. Oh, I can go all the way back to blah, blah, blah. But they can never trace their roots back to Israel. When you read Matthew, the first chapter, the Lord brings back his whole genealogy. Matthew, look, he goes all the way back to the Son of God in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
So look how disconnected we are from our heritage. And this is all prophesied in the Bible.
Yeah.
But this word's only for the elect of Israel. The Bible says 2/3 of us, which is 66.6, they're going to die. They're not going to listen. And the Lord's calling them out. And there's going to be more men wearing garments, wearing fringes. You look at the Native Americans,
Yeah.
they wore fringes because this is a sign of them keeping the commandments.
Yeah.
They came here, when you read the book of 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, this is in the Apocrypha. A lot of Christians don't know about this book, but it goes into your history. Because these 10 tribes, see, I'm what you would call a Jew. I'm from the tribe of Judah. You from the tribe of Naphtali. We all go back to Jacob.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty much Judah.
Yeah.
But there was a split. There was some skirmishes in between us. Because when you got to read 2 Kings, the 17th chapter, there was a split after King Solomon died. Because King David, this is our king.
Yeah.
King Solomon, after his son, he went off. The kingdom split into Rehoboam and Jeroboam. Do you know about these two?
No.
You got to read about Jeroboam. You got to know about Jeroboam. You have to know about Rehoboam. This is your history. And once you're disconnected from your history, you're not going to understand. You're not going to understand because the Lord's he's talking to us right now. All this, Job was a long time ago. He lived in a land called Uz. Uz was ruled, is a portion of Edom. Do you know who Edom is? Who's Edom?
What? Edom?
Esau.
Oh yeah.
You know Esau?
No.
You don't?
No.
Well, that's the wicked. Jacob and Esau. See, I would love to give you my channel.
Yeah.
Take the channel down.
Yeah, but YouTube
Yeah.
or Instagram?
YouTube. Because, hey, if it's not me, people, they got to find their teacher. It's called Fruit from the Branch. You know, and there's a lot of people I subscribe to. I share their channels. And if you sound like you speak clear English.
Yeah. Fruit from the branch?
That's me. You see a bunch of kings on the front of it. Oh, you gotta go to the search filters. Go to channel. Channel, yep, and go back. I'm at the top. Yep. Yep, I'm right there.
All right, man. Oh, I'll keep watching.
Hey, thank you, man. Nice
Good to
meeting
see you. I
you.
always see you. I live right there, so I always see you out. I'm like, oh, it's interesting, man.
Hey, feel free to always come by,
Sometimes
man.
I see in my car, I'm like, oh, that's some cool
Well,
stuff.
you can always hop
That's why I
online
was
too.
looking at you. I'm like, that's interesting, man.
Yeah. Hey, nice
brother.
talking to you,
Keep
man.
doing, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Did I finish that? Oh, I didn't even finish it. If not, where and who is he, man? You gotta ask him. You gotta ask the question. Hey, Shalom, Kings. Yahbashim Yahshua Barakatah. Oh, damn, brother. I'm sorry, brother. You got precepts on it, but this is what our people need, man. That's why we come out here on these highways and hedges. And I've been getting a lot of people taking photos of me, but he was recording me a little bit, but it's all good. But hey, man, you can get the channel, man. You ain't even gotta. I ain't hiding this, man. Hey, listen. Whatever the Lord got for me, that's for me. If I gotta go, I gotta go. This is from Isaiah, Idaho. Shalom, King. Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul, man? Exactly. What's the point of it? You working so hard just to get put to death. It's like there's no point of it. Mark 8:37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for a soul? What can you give in exchange for your soul? Esau he gonna give you a certain amount of time to temporarily be in this mindset like you're doing something, and then he gonna take your life. Mark 8, and then you're gonna destroy other people. Okay, doing all this wickedness, they're gonna be following after you. Mark 8:38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words, adulterous. I like this piece. Mark 8:38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Woo! Come on, man. You ashamed of Yahweh Shai, man. And a lot of y'all are. You can see it. You can snap. A lot of our people are, man. It's a shameful thing to see someone on the highways and the hedges prophesying, man. Talking about the downfall of this damn devil. But now we're getting closer to that time, man. You don't want to be ashamed in Yahweh Shai. He's the one coming doing all the destruction. He's doing all the saving. Okay? If he wants to hang you upside down, cut your throat open, hey, that's the Lord, man. He's in control of everything that goes on down here. Ecclesiastes 9:15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man. Oh, did I skip? And he, by his wisdom, delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. Exactly, man. You know, when you read up, it said a king besieged the city. But, you know, it's like the brothers that's out here prophesying, telling you, showing you step by step, hey, well, look what's going on over here. He's moving closer. You know, curse just got taken over. The bear's out the cage. Ezekiel the 38th chapter is playing right in front of your face. They don't see it happening, man. He just took over curse. He just said thank you to the North Koreans. Thank you for helping me out. They just found some Chinese troops over there, North Korean troops over there. All right, so these other countries are already fighting up against America, man, on all fronts. And he just supposedly, no one knows, but I think everyone knows who bombed that port in Iran. And we're going to see soon. Ecclesiasticus 9:16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised and his words are not heard. That's exactly right, man. They don't hear it, man. They don't hear it. That's why you get used to just prophesying to the wind. And that's where you want to be. That's how you want to be. Where you just prophesy to the wind, man. You ain't teaching nobody. You're teaching yourself. This word need to be in you, not on you, man. Okay? Think of the times that we're about to come into, brothers, man. You're going to be persecuted, man. You have to take, once you can't put videos up anymore, watch how many people, y'all ain't going to be teaching, not, you know, only the elect are going to continue to teach, man. They're going to, there's fines up to $40,000. I think they said to IUIC $40,000. Look at the persecution they're going through. And then they're not even coming in the correct name. They're just saying the Lord was a so-called black man. And he persecuted, tear gas thrown at him. That's just a little bit of truth, man. IUIC got a little bit of truth, and they getting persecuted for that. They're coming out with the same sign we got, so there's no difference between us. You might as well, we're IUIC in the eyes of the world. Him coming together with these things, that's what they see. So a lot of people, assalamu alaikum when I got this on, man. Okay, but hey, that's the Lord. This is my first garment, and hey, man, that's what the Lord wanted me to, that's what the Lord put it on me to grab that. A lot of people think I'm Islam. And I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. Ecclesiasticus 9, and they didn't remember that same poor man. They ain't gonna remember. Damn, what did he say? I know Israelite. Israelites. What was that name again? And why am I pining away again? I forgot. What precept was that? You know? Let me grab this. You know, and that's the place. They need a word too, because Jake, you go into what's his name? Cornelius, man. A Roman centurion. A lot of our people are within the Roman government. Okay, they need this word too. All right, police. I met before I even turned this on. A lot of them see me. They'll say hi. They're very respectful. See, the Lord will make people be at peace, even if it's Esau. If he's pleased with you, if he wants you out here, there's really nothing to worry about. Even if you're by yourself, you're not really by yourself. You know, you got ministering spirits, man. You got spirits that are protecting you, man. People come by, people get rejected, people, it's all good. It's all for the Lord. It's all for the glorification of the Lord. I'm gonna grab this priest. When a rich man speaketh, they extol it to the clouds. I gotta get me a new apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. Yeah, you see Elon Musk come out. Yeah, I got 50,000 robots I'm gonna have mass produced 2026. Everyone's clapping their hands. Wow, said 50,000. So foolish, man. And it's for their instruction. But when we being low, being poor, telling you that, hey, they gonna put y'all to death with that. Oh, no, they don't want to hear that. But if the poor men speak, they say, what fellow is this? Yeah, who's this? What are you talking? Get out of here, man. Who the hell are you? And if he stumble, they will overthrow him. Oh, you saying things wrong. Oh, you said that wrong, man. That word doesn't mean what you just said. No. Don't listen to him. You know, it made me think about Jonah. Oh, Jonah Same type of deal, man. Oh, Salat, let me keep going. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, Ecclesiastes 9:16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. That's right, man. It's never heard, man. Ecclesiastes 7:8. The end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud. The proud of spirit, they're gonna be destroyed. Pride is the beginning of a fall, man. And Esau is more proud than anybody else, man. And he's gonna be the end. We're gonna see why he's gonna be the end of pride, right? He's bringing all of that pride to the. He gave him all of it, man. You what pride to get you, man? Get you puffed up. Gave him all this wisdom and knowledge, all the tools just to destroy himself. Hello, hi. Don't worry, I'm a good man. You don't gotta be mad at me. Teaching the Bible, okay? He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. That's right, man. Because you can't be justifying the wicked, man. Imagine a judge saying, I forgot there was something on YouTube I was watching. The judge was talking to, I forgot what he said exactly, but it was like a pedophile or something. How you doing, brother? How you doing? He was telling him, he was like, yeah, your charges are dropped. And the guy was talking, hey, no, he did this and that. He said, you're in contempt of the court. That's kind of what they're doing, man. You speak up rightly. Oh, no, I've been treated unfairly. And then you get treated more like shit under Esau's rule, man. More laws oppressing the poor. There's no reason why the corporations that are all over the country not paying taxes and the people are. That's backwards. No, these major corporations should be paying taxes, man. For the people. They're here to serve you. But they're not here to serve you. Okay? And they're supposed to be serving you. That's in a well-ordered government, but this is not ordered. Okay? So meanwhile, and you saw that during the COVID situation. They were giving them tax breaks. These are devils, man. Even Donald Duck said it himself. Hey, I don't pay any taxes because I'm smart. He said, I'm a smart man. No, you ain't a smart man. You're a damn fool. He don't believe in the Most High. That's why he got converted into a damn small hat. Okay? He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even both are an abomination to the Lord. That's right. That's right, man. You both are. You condemn the just. You condemn what we're doing up here on these highways and hedges, risking our life, using what the Lord gave us. We couldn't do this. I'd have been hung in the street. And before that, I'd have been a public example. All right, standing up for the Lord. And we're going to be those public examples coming up. Like I said, a lot of persecutions coming. Okay? Can't teach the Bible. You're going to get fines. So how are you going to pay your bills? I'm already in debt with these colleges. I'm already in debt with car payments, rent, food, inflation. You're a debt. All of us are. How much more when you got to be persecuted? Nobody wants to be persecuted. And if you got more people under your household, more people dependent on you, how are you going to serve the Lord? These are the things you need to be incorporating in your equation on if you're the elect or not. Okay? You got to be giving more things up. This is just a small thing, making the time for the Lord, coming out, doing a video. That's very small. Okay? But there's so much things you can do in the world not glorifying the Lord, man. And a lot of people, this is what I'm saying. A lot of people, it's foolishness, man. It's foolishness. And not giving up for the Lord. Wait, they go to church on Sunday, okay. Then they go back to being a demon again. Come on, man. You come up out of that mess, okay? You don't know they're not telling you you're an Israelite. They're not telling you about the prophecies. And they don't tell you who the beast is. What's the mark of the beast? You're not asking these questions because it's way beyond you. And all of these things are happening simultaneously right now as we speak. Okay? You need to look at these things. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, 1 Samuel 18:4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, come thou peacefully. That's how the prophets were, man. Okay? Samuel, man, comest thou peaceably? Because you don't know what the prophet's going to tell you, man. It's not like the cop, when the prophet came by, man, he was just going to increase your oil reserves like Elisha, man, and bring everybody back from the dead. Nah, man. Y'all being wicked, y'all going to be condemned. Okay? Thus saith the Lord. Yahweh is not a joke, man, that love everybody, man. This is fellow Israelites asking, are you coming peaceably? You read the book of Amos, the 7th chapter. Let me jump over there. I like Amos, man. Amos, man. Amos be giving me chills, man. That's soul. That was a brave brother, man. He said he went up. Come on, where you at? I'm sorry, Slocky. Amos, 7 Amos is 1249. You got to get a sword, man. You got to get a sword. 1611. I have a 1611, but it don't got the precepts in it. I need a compact Bible dictionary. This is the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 1. The words of Amos, who was among the herdmen of Tekoa, which he saw concerning Israel in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, 2 years before the earthquake. So you got Jeroboam. You got to know Tekoa is in the northern, southern kingdom. Okay? So this is when he was prophesying. It's good to start at the beginning of the chapter. It's the book of Amos, chapter 7, in verse 14. Then answered Amos and said to Amaziah, I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son, but I was a herdman, gatherer of sycamore fruit. So this is just a regular guy, man. I was just gathering sycamore fruit. I was a herdman, okay? You look about Amaziah. Amaziah was a priest for Jeroboam, a wicked priest, okay? Amos 7 and 15. And the Lord Yahweh took me as I followed the flock. And the Lord Yahweh said unto me, go prophesy unto my people Israel. Exactly, that's what you're prophesying to. It's never going to go prophesy to the damn heathen and tell them how much I love. No. Go tell your people, I'm going to send these heathen on them for not following my law, statutes, and commandments. And that's what he did. Okay? And right now, who's ruling over us? You read the book of Judges, all these damn nations ruled over us. Why? Because of our disobedience. If he gave us this miraculous salvation out of Egypt, then he can put us in slavery too. It's the same thing. We didn't even have to fight to get out of Egypt, man. He fought for us. The Lord will fight for you. Okay? We don't need a military like the heathen. We don't need guns like the heathen. We don't need none of that. Okay? We got the Lord. All right? So you can stand boldly for the Lord, man. In the eyes of death, in the eyes of these damn heathen that ain't serving the Lord. And you can tell them boldly, thus saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? You can't say that in the name of Jesus Christ, man. The hell out of here. By the way, the letter J came in 1524 by Giorgio Trissino. Look it up yourself. A damn Edomite. He made that up. And then he made the countenance of the image of Jesus Christ to make better than the Caesar Borgia. Because you look at the picture of Caesar Borgia, he looks fucking disgusting. Nobody want to look at that and worship that. They're like, hell no, this nigga's ugly. Now, let me make it more beautiful for the people. Give them longer hair, more glorious look. Put some shadow in behind it so they can really feel like this is holy. But it's still representing this devil. And Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, goes into that. This is the book of Amos, chapter 7 and verse 16. Now, therefore, hear thou the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thou sayest, prophesy not against Israel, and drop not thy word against the house of Isaac. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity for forth of his hand. So this is what he's telling Amaziah. This is a righteous priest and a wicked priest. And he's in the northern kingdom. He's in Israel, in Bethel. Y'all gonna go into captivity. And guess what? The Lord did exactly what he said, man. And those are those northern kingdom that listen, people from that, Hey, they came back. It was a small remnant of the northern kingdom that went back. He saved a lot of people, man. Okay, he saved the remnant by prophesying. So don't ever think when you come out here and serve the Lord that this word is going out void, man. Like that man that came up here, man. He said he see me all the time. He ain't subscribed to the channel. Now he is. But that's how Israel is, man. You got to keep knocking. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not here every day. Wherever the Lord send me. It's all up to the Lord. But I should have started at 12. It says, Amos 7 and 12. It says also Amaziah. Hold on, no. Let me start up a little bit. Amos 7 and 9. In the high places of Isaac shall be dead, in the sanctuaries of Israel shall be laid waste, and I will rise against the house of Jeroboam with the sword. Then Amaziah, the priest of Bethel, sent to Jeroboam in Israel, saying, Amos have conspired against thee in the midst of the house of Israel. The land is not able to bear all his words. Yeah, he said the land's not able to bear all his words, man. That's beautiful. He was prophesying, man, to the northern kingdom, 10 tribes. All right? He's just a small herdsman from Tekoa. A gatherer of sycamore fruit. The Lord put the spirit on him and now go up there and prophesy. Okay? And he better prophesy because the sword was coming, man. The Assyrians were coming. All right? That's what they did. They burnt down altars. They put your people to death. And you were trying to run, and then the people in Egypt even put you to death too. There was no go. And you thought, oh, I can go back into Egypt. I'm good with them. I got a good rapport with them. Nope. Slavery. You get put to death. Okay? Amos 10 and 6. For thus Amos saith, Jeroboam shall die by the sword, and Israel shall surely be led away captive out of their own land. Exactly. Jeroboam, your king, he gonna die by the sword. Woo! Prophesying against Jeroboam, man. And we prophesying against Jeroboam too. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the house of Saul, man. Or house of Jeroboam. Whatever you want to call it. You're just wicked, man. And we're telling you the same thing. Amos 7 and 12. Also Amaziah said unto Amos, O thou seer, go flee thee away into the land of Judah. And there eat bread and prophesy there. Yeah, yo, go that way, man. Go back to Judah. Go back to Tekoa. Prophesy over there. Don't prophesy over here. We don't want to hear that, man. You telling the king going to die by the sword? Come on. But prophesy not again anymore at Bethel, for it is the king's chapel, and it is the king's court. Ah, man, I love it, man. Shout out to Amos, man. That's the man right there, man. All right? And Amos got a lot of prophecies, man. All right? You need to learn them. Okay? You need to learn them, man. These are all for our learning. Let's get that in Romans 15. Saki, I just wanted to grab that. I know you got some precepts. Hebrews 10 and 22. Let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith. That's right, man. Having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Ooh, what's that? Hebrews 10 and 20. That's beautiful. That's tough right there. Damn. Washed with pure water, man. And this is the pure water, man. Don't get no cleaner than this, man. Washing your mind from this world, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's hard to put off this world, man. Even I don't have any kids, wife, and none of that, man. And I still be, damn, man, what if I got nowhere to live? You know, I slept in my car. Damn, they might take away your car. You ain't gonna be able to drive your car anymore. Yeah, there was a car crash in Vancouver. Malak just did a video on that, man. I think they were talking about removing cars off the street because of that. So this is what he'll do. He'll run a car into your crowd and then make law to get cars off the street. He'll flood the whole world with guns and then we got to take the guns off you. We got to come in your house and away from you. This is the devil, man. This is that order out of chaos. 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. Exactly. If you warring, you going to war, man. Imagine that. You on a you're a Ukrainian soldier fighting for Zelensky while he's out in Rome. He's so worried about the Pope. Meanwhile, Kursk is getting taken over by North Koreans. Come on, man. And then Kiev come to hell, and he's in Rome. Foolishness, man. But you don't want to have that mindset. All right, what about my wife, my kids? No, you're at war. He can't be thinking about his wife and his kids. And then there's 5,000 men per week getting put to death out there, which is unheard of. Where are they getting all this meat to go out and get slaughtered like that? No man that entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, this is 2 Timothy 2:4, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Exactly. You got to please, have chosen you to be a soldier. See, right now you just see me with a sign and a book. But spiritually, man, hey, we slaying through the spirit, man. We slaying these lies, these demons, these spirits. We plucking up Esau, Edom's kingdom from the roots. We plucking them up, man. Get this lie out of here. Caesar Borgia, get out of here. God, everybody, get out of here. You're an Israelite, get the hell out of here. What was the rest of the tribes? Get out of here. The Saw, that's the truth. Get out of here. Plucked up. Beautiful. Isaiah, Idaho, chapter, 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. That's right, man. You need to master this, man. This is your wisdom in the sight of the nation. You need to learn how to prophesy. How you doing, brother? You doing good today? All right, brother. You be blessed, all right? You know? That's Jake, man. That's Jake, man. He got all the gear on. He already like a pilgrim in the earth, and we're gonna be just like him, man. So I'm starting to envy the poor more, man. Because they already know they ain't going to work tomorrow. They already know shit ain't going to a house tomorrow. Some of them got kids, some of them got families, man. And they're out here asking for $1 and you just drive by. But then they lock people up and then they house them, feed them, and he's a full-blown killer. Okay? This is why this place is backwards. This is why this place needs to be destroyed. Because it incentivizes you to be wicked. And being righteous is like it's unheard of, man. It's unheard of, man. It's foolishness. 1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last. That's right. As it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. Exactly, man. To the angels and to men, man. We're a spectacle. It's a show. Okay? People can gaze up upon you, look at you. There's a whole bus of people right here. Hello, hi. You know? They can look upon you, man. And then, you know what? Next time, I actually had a brother jump off the bus and come up like, yo, I got off the bus. I saw you before. I just wanted to get the channel. Okay? That's what people do, man. That's a beautiful precept. And he sent them, the apostles last, man, for what? Because this is the last days, man. This truth came out years ago. What, 1969? Abba Bibbins came on the scene. And now we got it, but that's right around the corner. Okay? Look how much it takes for somebody. You would think more people would be involved in this truth, man. You would think this should be like all over the place, man. There are Israelites all over the place, but with more volume, though. You know, it's not. And unfortunately, because there's a high turnover rate in this. Okay, some people think if I do the bare minimum, I can stay in this thing. That's not the case. Okay, the Lord can get you up out of here. All right, you need to be fervent in the spirit, man. You can't be lukewarm for this. Okay, so you gotta watch who you're watching, man. All right, especially those who think that they look perfect, like they don't commit any sin. That's the most wicked, man. That's the most wicked, man. I'm telling you, man. See through that bullshit. Someone look at TDT Jakes. Look at him. Lord just took his mega church and gave it to his daughter. Foolishness, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing? You can't say hi, man. I'm just saying hi. No English. Okay. You get it pass. You get it fast, man. You get it fast. Jake's sharp, man. He got a nice hat. He looking sharp, man. Hey, Shalom King, Shakal Yasharalo, Shalom Malak. Matthew 22:14, for many are called, but few are chosen. That's right, man. You get called, you come into this thing, man. But not everyone's chosen. You don't know who's chosen until you get up on those chariots. Okay? Many are called, but few are chosen, man. Beautiful, man. That's right, brothers. That's right. Hold on, man. I got another article, man. I got another article. So much going on, man. TD Jakes. Yeah, these North Koreans, man. Deep. Good luck, man. Good luck. Because that's where y'all going. That's where y'all going to be fighting against, man. And they ain't into none of this Babylon. They've been calling y'all the devil, so they think they're fighting a spiritual battle. And they are. That's the Lord's army, man. Okay? It says North Korea, for the first time, confirmed that it sent troops to fight for Russia against Ukraine. In a report on state news agency KCNA, Pyongyang's military claimed its soldiers helped Russian forces completely liberate the Kursk border region, according to an order by the leader Kim Jong-un. Yeah, so Kim Jong-un getting his stomps in too. Yeah, man, we completely liberated that area, man. Ain't no one over there from the West, man. So you know that they when you win battles, man, make you feel good. You make your countrymen better, you make your men better. The president, same thing with the Lord. When you fight and you win the battle, man. Okay? How you doing today?
God bless
You too. You spilling a lot of coffee there. You just gonna make it to its destination?
you. Right over there.
Okay. All right. It says Pyongyang announcement comes just days after Russian Chief of Staff Valery Gerasimov praised the heroism of North Korean troops. First time Moscow has publicly acknowledged their involvement. Months now. We knew this for months. This was reported about months ago, but a lot of people ain't paying attention. Now they're just learning this. Okay? We've been told you that these North Koreans were over there. They had video footage and everything. Okay? But they said, oh, we got to confirm it. It was already confirmed in spirit. You saw Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un riding in a Cadillac, shaking hands months ago. How you doing, brother? You speak Spanish? You speak English? I got to show you something, man. All right. That's Jake, man. It says Western officials had earlier told the BBC they believed at least 1,000 of the 11,000 troops sent from North Korea had been killed over 3 months. It says 1,000 to 11,000. Damn, the turnover rate over there, man. Because now they got drones, you know, they got all types of shit, man. And they probably ain't even telling you everything that they're using. If they're using hypersonic missile, sound wave guns, if you look at Italy, where the Pope is, look at the security. The guns that they look like guns that they play that you would get in the game called Doom, man. Okay, Northern Kingdom always says that. I know, no English. You know what? I the way he said it though, he could probably pass as he speaks English. You know how they do it, man. You know they know they speak English, but they don't really want to speak English to you. You probably looking at me. He is dark. You could tell he was like a probably Ishikar or something, but he was dark like me, man. Not as dark as me, but he was dark. That's funny, man. I wish I spoke a little more English, man. But the crazy part is, I spoke to somebody who didn't speak any English. Him and I had a whole conversation about the Lord, man. We got Google Translate. I was telling, and he was getting it, man. So if the Lord wants you to get it, the language barrier don't matter, man. I'll go over to Google Translate. If you're willing to hear the Lord, I'll go into Google Translate with some of them. So even though if they're Northern Kingdom, even though they silly doves, you know. But sometimes the Spirit just hop on me to say something, man. Shakal, no, I never used to be like that. I used to be like, man, let these motherfuckers go, man. But some people, you know, I don't know, Spirit will just hop on you, man. Yeah, so I just want to get that out there. Okay, what time is it? Oh, getting to that point. I had a couple other articles, but that's pretty much it, brothers. Um, you know, you heard about Spain and Portugal were hit by a widespread power blackout on Monday that paralyzed public transport, caused large traffic jams, and delayed airline flights, and utility operators were scrambling to restore the grid, man. That was today up in Spain, man. Fucking power outage, man. And you can see people, they going into the train station, no power anywhere, man. Okay? They don't know, they think it's a cyber attack, and it probably is, man. Because Putin's not fucking with y'all, man. Putin is not fucking with y'all. He just took Kursk. You killed one of his generals. You still talking with Zelensky. You still trying to come up and give Zelensky more weapons and shit. He's getting tired of that. He's trying to come up with this peace deal. He just said he would do a 3-day ceasefire with Zelensky if he has a... but he's like, he don't want to do it because what's the ceasefire for? So y'all can get more weapons? I might as well just keep bombing y'all in Kiev, man. And those are civilians, man. That's like bombing the city. Okay? So we getting closer, man. Don't think that all of this is coming to Babylon. Authorities were unable to explain the cause at least an hour after it occurred. A possible cyber attack had not been ruled out and investigators were ongoing. Officials said a crisis committee was set up in Spain to manage the situation, according to a people familiar with the situation. The Spanish and Portuguese governments convened emergency cabinet meetings after the outage, which also briefly affected a part of France, which borders northern Spain. So, hey, man. And that's the same thing's gonna happen here. They're not gonna know why are the lights out? Why is this like that? Okay. And these are those plagues that we've been talking about in Egypt. Okay. Let me grab that. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 10. And Exodus chapter 10. It's the book of Exodus chapter 10, verse 21. And the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling. See, that's beautiful, man. So even these certain situations, the Lord can make sure that we're good in these situations, man. But you got to serve the Lord to get these 401k benefits that he got for Israel, man. Okay? Well, most importantly for his elect. And that's what we're striving, that's what we're working for. But I'm going to end it right there. Lord's will, that was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha, Quadash, Shalom, Abba Kwam Yasharala. Shalom, kings, the water for the precepts. Shalom.